Hey everyone, Melissa here and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a layout for the Hip Kit Club. It is Moodboard inspired Sunday and you'll find my layout over on the Hip Kit Club Facebook group, which is the members forum. So if you've come across from there, welcome to my channel. My assignment today with the Moodboard is to do a monochromatic layout with black and white accents and a cut file or mixed media. So I'm using the February 2021 kits and I'll just show you the cut file that I've chosen. I think it's a March, it's a March 2021 cut file. So it's for the March kits, but as you know, cut files can work with anything really, any kit. So it is called Feelin' Happy. It's a 2-piece cut file, so you get this beautiful floral corner, I guess it is. And I've gone ahead and backed it in some papers and cardstock from the kit. I'll show them to you in a sec. But you also get the name of the cut file, which is Feelin' Happy. And I wasn't going to use this, but the photo that I've chosen is a really sweet selfie I took of Ava and I. You can't have your iPhone in portrait mode with reverse camera for selfies, but somehow it's blurred me out and it's put her in the main, I guess, focus in the frame, and there's a bit of light coming through, and I love it. And it's at it's at Arrowtown, which is like 10 minutes from our house, a little, I don't even know if I'd call it a town, like a little village, and we were down by the Arrow River, and I just took this, so I think this would have been either beginning of the year or end of last year in summer. So there's that's the photo. And one of the reasons I chose the photo is because pink is the main colour and it's quite neutral otherwise. So I think it works really well for monochromatic. Obviously I'm going with pink. I think you probably worked that out. And in terms of the mood board, I'm just inspired by all the flowers. So what I've done is I've backed this cut file with this cardstock from the cardstock kit. And then I'll just show you, actually before I do. So when I do roses or flowers like this, I don't want to back the entire flower with one piece of pattern paper. I have added cardstock either in light or dark pink to the centres to look more realistic. And so I've used this one, like I just said. The other cardstock, I have not got it here. It is a slightly darker pink than that, but not as light as this piece. I'm going to be using this, I think it's Tutu Pink. Yep, Tutu Pink is going to be my background. It's quite subtle, like it's I wouldn't say it's close to white, but I mean it's more subtle than say that. And so I'll show you my idea in a sec. I'll just quickly show you. So what I love about this paper is absolutely stunning. It's a Hip Kit exclusive called Love Connection. The B-side is that wood grain, so this is why you need the pattern paper add-on, because you're going to want to use both of these. So you'll notice in here a lot of different variations on pink and also a bit of like blue, a slight bit of orange. And with that, I've managed to back all of the flowers except for that one, I think. There's one of them here that I used a piece of this. This was a cut apart from that simple story sheet, and I love the little phrase. I think it's perfect for my photo, but I also love the pink. But otherwise, I've managed to back the entire cut file with this paper using different parts of the paper. So I had scraps of this paper, I'd used it for something else, and yeah, I love it because it all works together. It's obviously it's one piece of paper, so it's going to work. And yeah, just keep an eye out for papers that you can do things like that with. And then for the leaves, because I don't want to introduce green into this, and there's none in the kit anyway, but I've just used vellum. So it's going to be very, very subtle. But I think you can see the vellum. And then other things I have pulled is I really want to use this frame. And I know this is cream and this is white, but it doesn't bother me. And I think my plan is to cut the frame into one, so it's not 2 frames, and then somehow layer it like this, and it does not really bother me. I'm probably embellish over the top of this anyway, and then I think I will tuck my photo like this. I don't want to cover our faces, definitely not her face because it's so cute. I even want to use this in some way, probably cut that apart. I have another sheet of that as well, and then of course my title. And then I want to put some photo mats around my photo, which I'm thinking, actually, here's a piece of cardstock I thought I didn't have. So that's the other piece. Maybe that, and some vellum. I just want to build up this photo and get it off these. I thought about cutting this piece off, but I love it, so I don't really want to, because I would really want to place this like that, which isn't going to work being across her face, so I just need to play around with it. I don't want to cut any of these flowers and leaves off. So anyway, that's my plan, and I have got other pink embellishments from the kit, and I've also pulled out some black and white, but you'll see that as I get going. Okay, so here I am trimming out the middle part of this frame. It's just chipboard, so I'm using these Tim Holtz scissors just to cut that middle piece out, and then I've got just a normal nail file, and I'm just filing away the little pieces that are poking out. So if you looked at this, you'd never know that it had a piece through the middle. Excuse my kids in the background, it's Sunday and they're quite loud, just playing. So I'm just looking at these cardstocks, and I'm wanting to make sure the colour that I back my photo with is going to work with the colour of that frame. So I've gone with the darker pink, and this is also the same cardstock that I have backed the felon in the part of Feeling Happy. So lightly distressing the edge, and then I'm wanting to use this pink star pattern from Echo Park, and I was going to place it over one of those holes, but then because I want to distress the edge, I thought that that the hole might be too close to the edge and it might be a bit unstable. So just using my edge distressor, lightly distressing that as well. And then I had this... Hi, Ava. Don't run with scissors, Ava. Had this cut apart card, and I'm just trimming off the blue because I don't want blue in here. It's monochromatic pink layout. And yeah, I thought about using that, and I don't end up getting it on the page, but I've still kept that in. And then I'm just using some vellum to soften the edges. The reason I told her not to run with scissors is they help themselves to my stuff, and she was about to start running. So if you're wondering why I said that, literally she was about to start running. She knows not to do that. But sometimes 4-year-olds need reminding. So here I'm going to adhere this frame. So I'm using double-sided tape and liquid adhesive, and I just use my ruler because I want to make sure this is lined up straight. I think because it is such a straight edge, and the top edge is going to be more visible than the bottom, but I've got this thing where I want things to sit straight on my page, so I'm just checking to make sure I've got enough room for that cut file, and I was kind of wanting everything to be on the bottom left side of the page instead of centered. So I think in the final layout you can see that I've kind of achieved that. So gluing it down and positioning this, and I did have a lot of thought about how I was going to adhere this, whether I'd pop it up, whether I'd use liquid adhesive, and I think in the end I've just gone with these pop dots. They are really strong, and they're obviously double-sided adhesive, and I'm just lifting up parts of the flowers. I'm not putting anything behind the vellum. I think there's one point where I put a dot behind one of the leaves, and that's because I'm going to cover it with something else. So there's 2 different size of pop dots that I'm using. Some of them I'm putting on top of the frame, others I'm putting directly on the cardstock. It didn't need a whole lot, and it's definitely secure. And then I think at the beginning of this video I discussed the issues I had with the cut file and not wanting that leaf flourish to cover our faces, and how I didn't want to cut that out in the end or cut it off the cut file because it is part of the cut file. So to glue my photo, I'm using a little bit of liquid adhesive on the top left hand side of the frame, and then I'm using more of these pop dots to hold it down. So then I'm just going in and making sure the bits that overlap the photo. And then with this Feeling Happy, I definitely wanted the happy to overlap the photo. I thought about using this as well, and I said in my beginning sort of intro to this video that I was going to use that cut apart card, but I couldn't make it work. And here I'm trying to make that cut apart sheet work, but I think it could be because it's cream rather than white, and that's why it didn't really work. I'm using these amazing, probably one of my favourite embellishments ever, and definitely one of my favourite embellishments in this kit are the clear stickers. So I had the choice for this layout for design team assignment of either a cut file or mixed media, and I chose a cut file because I can kind of cheat and do mixed media without getting messy, because these stickers give the appearance of mixed media. So you can layer them, and I think I've had my first process video and layout with this kit, I layered them over a heart. It's a grid layout I made for Sam, so you can go back and look in my playlist for that. Okay, so I'm really sorry, but I was interrupted there. Ava came in, wanted some food, and even though I told her not to come in, kids will do the opposite to what you want them to do, because they're kids. So ahead of time and off camera, I went through the 2 exclusive die cut packs and pulled everything that was pink and that was going to work with kind of the layout, the theme of the layout, and also the black and white accents, because that was the other thing I needed to do. And I think I've already made another layout with this kit that needed black and white accents, so I was quite limited in what I had left, but still, as you'll see as I build this layout, I definitely have enough to add. So I didn't just pull everything that was pink, because that would be a lot, and not everything was going to work with this layout. I didn't want to embellish completely over the top of all the flowers. I definitely wanted them to be seen, because I took the time to back them, and they are really pretty as well. So all of the embellishments either are Hip Kit exclusive, like the die cuts, or they are from Simple Stories. I think I use puffy stickers and chipboard. And I think I use one of the Pink Fresh Studio flowers, but otherwise I didn't use any of the stickers. So for this title, which is Feeling Happy, I've doubled up my dimensional adhesive, so you can layer them if you need more height. And the reason I need more height is because the photo is sitting on top of the frame and it's lifting it up. That is a TY that Brielle got for her birthday. She just turned 7 last week, and because she knew I was filming, she wanted to bring the TY in to show you, so that's what that is. And then she left it there. So I've just used liquid adhesive on the word happy and the bottom of feeling, and then I've got these really cute Simple Stories black and white puffy floral stickers. They are slightly creamy, but it doesn't bother me, and they definitely add that pop of black and white that I need. And then for all the other embellishments, I'm just popping them up on dimensional adhesive and placing them on top of the cut file. So that was another puffy sticker. Because I was placing it on top of the cut file, I added liquid adhesive to it, and yeah, you can just see me there placing things. Try not to cover up the roses. I think they're roses. Try not to cover them up too much, because I do want them to be seen, and then getting as many black and white accents on as I can. So this actually turns out really cute, and I think what works in a monochromatic layout, I haven't had to turn my photo black and white because Ava's wearing that pink hat, and I think the tones in the photo work really well with all of the embellishment. Now there were some white little die cut hearts with black features on them. They're quite small, but I've used them as well. And it's very love themed kit because it's February, but I still think it doesn't have to be Valentine's. You can make it work for any kind of loving family kind of layout. I tried to get that rainbow on, but it was just too big, and I really didn't want to cover up too much of my fake mixed media because I wanted that to be seen. Yeah, just adding things until I feel that I've got enough on the page, really. And this one turned out cute. Ava loves it. She's really happy with it. Of all my kids, she's the one that likes to have a look at the layouts the most. I did try and get that pink You and Me onto there, but I couldn't. That would have made a nice little title as well, but I did really want to use the Feeling Happy. And here I'm adding some of these stickers, black and white of course, or clear with black, and also pink. And I didn't really have a lot to say about this photo. It was us at our local, well no, it's not really local. It's another little town that's about 15 minutes from where we live called Arrowtown, and this was in September, so our spring is in September, and we'd gone there. Must be a beautiful day, and we just went there for an ice cream and just time by the river, and I took the selfie of Ava and I. So it didn't really have a huge amount to say, it's just a cute photo of us. So I found that for my journaling, and it's unusual for me not to write on a layout, and I do write on this one, but the 3 little clear stickers that I use for journaling kind of say what I want to say, and then I add that it's Ava and I, because this will go into our family album, or it may go into her album, I'm not sure, but I say that it's us and I say the location, and that's all that's really needed on this one. So I'm loving these brads as well. They are adhesive brads, so you don't need to pierce any holes, and I just selected ones that were pink in tone, of course, to go with the monochromatic colour scheme. And then I had, I think, 3 pink enamel dots left, so I was really keen to use them up as well. And yeah, loving how it turned out. I'm so happy I used that pink cardstock for my background as well, because often I don't do that. I would gravitate to white, but I think because the assignment called for monochromatic, it made it easy for me to use that. So I added that butterfly. It's got a few other colours as well, but I just had to have it on there. And I was trying to get some of these Pink Fresh stickers on again, but I couldn't make them work. I'll definitely have to use them for my next layout though, if I'm still working with this kit, because I need to use some of them up. So that is my final layout. I hope you enjoyed watching this process. If you want to become a subscriber, follow the link below over to the Hip Kit Club website, and you do get a discount off the kits, and you get access to the free subscriber cut files. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely be back again soon. Take care.